Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll start on the ground with Harris. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. He'll pick up another first down with that run.
And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Dolphins have a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their third one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. In for the score. And the Dolphins have got it back to a one-score game. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle third of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
Back 99 Philly, here we go.
Now they try the right side here. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
No, check, Patriot.
Back to throw. Jones. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. They want to be methodical, or they want to take the big strike and go after it right now.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And that's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, it's Harris. And brought down before reaching the 45-yard line. 1:58 to go in this first half of play. Back to Foxborough after this.
Flex round! Flex round!
Right back to him on first down. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Flex round! Flex round!
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. Here it's 3rd and 2. They run with Harris. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down at a yard. The Dolphins moving with a sense of urgency here. They'll look to throw.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. He'll look to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. A good pickup there of 22. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are in for 6. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here. Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Jones off the play fake. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Lynch. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 23 yards on the play. This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And just 18 seconds remain till halftime as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Steps away to his left. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jones looking to throw on second down. Well, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
I think someone's going to get into QB1's ear when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That'd be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Jones now throwing on third and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. He's on quite the interception run. He had 2 last week, another one here. Remember, he's not a DB, he's a linebacker.
But how many of those linebackers started as DBs and pumped themselves up into being linebackers? So the ball skills are the same, right? The coverage skills and responsibilities are the same, and he is paying it off in a big, big way.
Eluding the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
I like the design of that play, or shall I say the way it ended up. Quarterback ends up to the right side. You know, gets outside of the pocket. How about the tight end staying in his sight line and getting to that same part of the field, and they find each other for the completion.
And this is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Dolphins on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Flex round! Flex round! Ohio! Ohio!
Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Morrow. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. Point after, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Now they'll run it on the toss. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. It'll be a gain of 15 on the play. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Now Jones on first down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Back to throw. Jones. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. The Dolphins on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. They're going to look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And
for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 40. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. And now out come the Patriots. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
No. Check. Patriot. Switch.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Here's Jones throwing on 1st down. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40.
Watch him now, Barney. Leopard.
On 1st down, Jones. That's complete. He's got Lynch out of the backfield. And he gets it down to the 32. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lynch. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
57-5. Detroit!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
Yeah, this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long.
Leopard! Leopard!
Jones to throw on 2nd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Showed off the footwork, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to bring up a 4th and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rush will just tee off on your quarter.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Showing some grits and some guts going for it there. 4th and goal, pounding it in.
And being rewarded for that confidence in the team, huh? The coach saying, let's go ahead and get this. And how about the guys up front firing out, finding a little bit of a crack for them to get through? Touchdown. I love it.
This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out comes the Dolphin offense now as they get set to take over here. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because it's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw now on 1st down. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
It has been a good game for them. They haven't been pressured very much today, but on back-to-back sacks, maybe the defense is starting to figure something out.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll set up a throw. And he took the contact as he was throwing it. And the ball drops incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
So the Patriots coming out now. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Jones now on 1st and 10. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Jones, back to the air on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. The quick slant, good for a 1st down, a gain of 12. Throwing on 1st down, Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home, down he goes. Now the Patriots moving quickly, hustling up to the line.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front.
And the pressure gets to him again.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Here's Jones throwing on 3rd and long. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all the...
They've got his man complete. 20. And a little bit of a consolation prize there. He's into the end zone. Won't win him the game, but they do get the score with all zeros showing.
But some fantasy players are really happy with that score.
Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect